for upcoming week. And let's see what is going on. You know, the energy is cleared a little bit up, but I still hear, you know, the masculine needs a lot of rest. So still needs a lot of rest. And that has to do with the last year, the work load of the last year, but also the energy shifts were very influencing on the divine masculine. So let's see what's coming up for this week in the divine masculine's mind space. I hope you're all doing well. And if you like my readings, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up so the algorithm of YouTube will, you know, release more. Yeah. And if you want a private read of me, you can find all the details in the description box below. Okay. What's in his mind? The Queen of Pentacles. So that's on his mind. You know, she's grounded, she is alert, she sees the things that needs to be seen. It's an energy of seeing through the veils, but still being grounded. She is a logical thinker, and it could be that she's working and is able to sustain herself with the money that she receives. So she is on his mind. He sees her star. He sees who she is. I hear in the physical realm, but also in the energetic realms, on different levels. He meets her in different levels, and he can meet her. That's really amazing. And what I hear is that he's doing the effort. He's doing the effort for her. And in the heart space of the divine masculine, it's the lovers. You know, there is deep, deep love. There's a deep connection. There is an energy of growth. And it has nothing, this kind of energy has nothing to do with seduction or sexuality. This is a spirit, it's a love that is on a spiritual level. Well, he meets her in different levels of the realm. They both meet each other on those levels. And that could be that there is love in the divine masculine heart space for the divine feminine, that is energetically on multiple levels, but also that he sees her as potential. So it could be that you're already separated from your divine masculine, from what kind of reason there is. But I hear he is doing the effort. He is doing the effort for the divine feminine. So when he is doing the effort for the divine feminine, you know, everything will fall in place in time. when they meet each other again and coming back again. So it's I hear there is no pressure. There is no pressure. So what is the higher self saying about this relationship between the feminine and the masculine? What is the higher self saying between the feminine and the masculine? The kings of coins. That he is in his king energy, and that's beautiful because she is in her queen and he is in his king energy. And what I feel most of the time when I see the king energy of coins, it's more like a grounded energy, but also working on his coins, working, liking his work and moving towards his work, doing the things that needs to be done. But he wants to be that king for her. So that's what the higher self is saying. The higher self saying, you know, you are the right one. You are the emperor. You're the king in her life, and you can meet her at that point. Don't doubt yourself, I hear, because you're in that sovereignty energy. She's in the sovereign energy, and she sees you who you are, you know, and it doesn't matter where you came from or what color you have, or because it's tuned in on the soul level. It's tuned in on the soul level. So that's what the higher self saying, you know, you're already in your king energy. For any masculines out there that are doubting their self, you know, because maybe not feeling right or not feeling good enough, or, you know, it's already there. You're already there. There is no need to climb anymore. You're doing the effort, and that's been seen. And when you're doing the effort, that's more than enough. More than enough for the divine feminine. Okay. So what is his uncomfortability? What is the uncomfortability of the divine masculine? What is the uncomfortability of the divine masculine? What is the uncomfortability of the divine masculine? The pentacles. So maybe he thinks that, and I just channeled it, right? He probably thinks that he's not good enough, or not rich enough, or not the same what she has or he has, what he wants for himself to level up, and that could hold him back. That's an uncomfortable feeling for him, to be in an maybe in a relationship that is not equal. So it could be if your partner was without work for a long time, and or he is in a job that he is in for a long time, and that there is no possibility to grow in that work, that he has a feeling that it probably wouldn't be enough for the divine feminine, you know. But the divine feminine doesn't care about that. She doesn't care about about the, the work environment, what he's earning, what he's doing. She doesn't care about it. She picked you, or the divine masculine needs to get out of the place that he wouldn't be good enough. And I hear doubt and insecurity. Because he wants to take, I hear he wants to take care of her, and he wants to bring in the effort so he can be that king for her. And it's for the divine feminine, it's not needed, but he's still in that space of uncomfortable feeling that there's not enough. And the universe is giving you exactly what you need. So the universe probably brought her on your path to learn that to deal with that uncomfortability. It, oh, okay. I also hear it could be from the past. It could be that, oh, yeah, okay. It could be that there was, oh, yeah, that there was an issue in his youth with not being good enough. Everything what he did was not good enough, or it took too long, or they were, I hear, not hard on him. And maybe the divine masculine perceived it as a child, that they were hard on him, but I had more a feeling that it was protection or overprotected over him, but he received it different. So he needs to shift that energy within himself from being not good enough to, I was too much protected by the parents, or by the people around him. Maybe they discovered that he was different, and that he had to have different care, or different ways to address him. Yeah, that could be it. And that gives him that uncomfortable feeling that he is never, or he is not good enough. I don't want to say never, because there will be a point in his life that he needs to see that it's an old patterning, an old program that is running in his body, in his mind, that is not giving him the security. So if he starts to see and change that program, instead of, I wasn't good enough, instead of they were overprotective over me, or they just wanted to protect me, then you shift that energy within yourself, so you can see the things differently, instead of getting in that doubt. Transmute that energy to a higher level, so it won't be, you won't get stuck in your life because of that. And if you see yourself as not good enough, there will be people in your surroundings that will show you constantly that you are not good enough. It could be on the workspace, it could be at school, it could be in your friend circle, it could be anywhere, because you're carrying that vibration that you're not good enough. So, and if you see from within, you attract without. So if you start to make a little difference there about, they were just over or protective of me or overprotective, then things will shift, and your whole program will be different. So you can reprogram yourself with on your self-worth. And it also means that if you are not taking care of yourself, you're going in a lower vibration, and then you're not able to do the things that you want to do, and your resistance will become bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, that's is the uncomfortability of the divine masculine at this week. Okay, so shift that energy of, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, or I'm a block, and everybody is doing better than I am. And that's not true, because you're just seeing through your own mirror. You're just seeing with your own, how do you say it, with your own perspective, and if you ask people, then you will know. If you ask people, how do you think I'm functioning, how do you think this or this or this, you will hear the same thing again and again. Because if you're still in that job, that you have a feeling that you're still not doing it well, you would be fired by now. If you don't do the job well, they will fire you. You won't get the job, or you won't have the job. But it's just, if you see, you're protected in that space, and that space will always be there for you. No worries. Okay. What is he going to do about it? Wow. You can look in different places, and you can even have more work and more projects and more things out there, than looking for more to do, working harder, working longer hours, working harder for other people. But that's not it. It's just, the energy. If you want to fly, turn it around in creative projects. Creativity will bring you much further than anything else. Don Fox, I'm heartbreaking. Well, your heart can't be broken, hon. Your heart can't be broken. And you're the only one that can heal your heart if it's broken. So yeah, it's creating and in that energy, certain things that happens in our lives. And for instance, if you're heartbroken, you have to look at yourself and say, well, where did I go wrong? And what is the message there for me? And what can I learn about it? And how can I make myself stronger? So then you're still in the negative spiral, of of the work, projects, mindset, you know. It's changing your mindset. So go and fly and go in that higher vibration. Okay. So so that's what he's doing about it, feeling insecure, feeling not worthy, you know, maybe the job is not what he thinks it should be, or not producing enough. Don't worry, it will be all be fine. If you can't do with the little things that comes your way and you're not satisfied, you know, then there's something wrong with the view on what you see as abundance, you know. It's a lack of abundance you're in, but it's already there, you know. Abundance is everywhere, it's all around you. So if you see it as material, you know, then it's just you're not on the right vibe, because abundance is not money. Okay. What is his higher self saying about the divine feminine? What is his higher self saying about the divine feminine? Tower. It could be that he has to go through a change, you know, to a change within himself, to to make a shift. It could also mean that he sees the divine feminine can create a tower for him, can create a tower moment for him, can create, you know, everything what he built for, that he can, you know, that can make it wobbly. You know, that's how he sees the divine feminine. But it can also mean that he sees the divine feminine, oh, you know, she is powerful, she changed things, you know, because the tower is not always, in my opinion, not always negative. The tower is always an energy of change, that things needs to change. And that's where the divine feminine at the moment is very powerful. The divine feminine is very powerful, because the feminine energies are changing this world, are changing this creation of new worlds, because they were already in the intuition, and the intuition of the divine feminine is more active than it was in the masculine. The masculine came in later. So divine feminine, and I call it Mother Earth, she creates, she gives and she takes. And the more she gives, and that's what she does, you know, she gives and she gives and she gives what everybody needs in their life, but she won't receive any back. Then she creates a tower moment, she creates a storm or a flood or a fire or whatever, you know, that turns it all upside down, and then you have to start all over again. And it could be that that's how the divine masculine sees the divine feminine, that she is creating tower moments in his life, that he's not expecting that it wasn't expected to happen in his life. Okay. So what does it say about wow, everything in their lives, you know, endings and new beginnings. That's most of the time. I see this the last weeks. I see that the tower followed by the endings and death, death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. Something's happening in the divine masculine's life. And then, you know, there is this tower moment and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to do something. I need to shift. And then there is this ending, you know, ending of the way he sees things, and then he shifts and then he changed. And what I see, it's the effort, you know, he's doing the effort. He wants to do the effort for the divine feminine. That's what I hear constantly. And when the divine feminine feels if there's no effort, you know, there is this tower moment for you that you have to decide, you know, do I stay in here or let it go and finish it off? And I see that that there is this thing that he is going to put the effort in, you know, and there's a new beginning, you know, there's this new beginning. And we're in this season of, we are in the spider season. So the spiders, there are a lot of spiders coming in, you know, to give you the message, of weaving your web, weaving the energies, connecting people together and weaving that web. Okay. How is the relationship between the masculine and the feminine working? You know, the King of Swords. There is this communication between them, and there is this energy of I hear truthful communication. There's this beautiful connection together. There's a lot of creativity in his mind creativities. So I hear a lot of creativity, oh my gosh, creative communication. Okay, creative communication between the feminine and the masculine. And yeah, I also hear meeting in dream times. They meet each other in dream times. I also hear he probably get a lot of dreams about the divine feminine. Or a lot of answers from source about the divine feminine. And I see for this relationship, they, yeah, I hear if they're in separation and they need each other's love language, you know, the divine masculine needs to know what is his love language. What does he need out of a relationship? And is his divine feminine able to meet that? You know, what does he want in a relationship? what is his needs, and is she meeting those, if she's meeting those needs, what the divine masculine, you know, wants from the feminine. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, last cards. How is the universe seeing this relationship between the divine feminine and the divine masculine? Ten of Cups. Wow, I needed to count them. I needed to count them. 10 of Cups, you know, feeling home with each other, feeling at ease, you know, there is no, yeah, uncomfortability. You know, there is just, they are feeling comfortable with each other. You know, it's okay. Everything is okay. There is, you know, the cat and the dog are just in total ease with each other. You know, so that means the feminine and the masculine energy is already, you know, here. And the fire on the background, is burning, you know, it's burning high. So it could be that there is a lot of fire, there's a lot of desire, but you know, they're still at ease with each other. So yeah, and all the cups are filled. It's a feeling of contentment, um, because the love is already there. You know, it's already there. And I have here four cards: the King of Cups, the Swords, the Four of Swords, the Temperance, and the Wheel of Fortune. So that's really beautiful, because the Knight of Cups is bringing his cup of love towards the divine feminine, you know. And the only thing, he needs rest. He needs, you know, time to rest and to rejuvenate, because it could be that he is just tired, you know. And the Temperance is like keeping everything in balance, and pour the light to the dark side, you know, from up till down. And it's the judgment of the universe that gives you the yeah, what you need in your life. You know, it's divinely guided. You can say it like that. And it's the wheel of karma. The wheel of karma is just going round and round. It's I hear this song in my head. Uh, Wheels spinning round and round. I think it's a childhood song. The wheel is spinning round and round, round and round. So it has to do with the karma and the wheel of karma that is coming your way. And it's upside down. So it could be that the karma is already played out between the masculine and the feminine energy. You know, the karmic wheel is closed, it's done. You know, there's no karma there that needs to play out anymore, you know, because it's already played out. So yeah, there is we all playing out our karmas in the third dimensional realm. And when we're going out of that karmic wheel and we see it from above, that nothing is nothing is personal, but it's just the karmic wheel that take control because of the universal energies that needs to be balanced out, then it's done. You don't have to do anything anymore. And divine feminine knows this, divine, and there's a new beginning, because we're going in this wheel of you have really at your top, but when you can't always be at top, because you also have to make that change, to go low, because in the darkness there is this transformation going, and that's what's going on here. That's the tower. When you're going low, you're going on your return to Saturn. Yeah. Then the tower comes in, and then the death is coming in, because they coming in to make this huge transformation within yourself. And if you're going in resistance with it, then you keep yourself in that karmic wheel on the bottom, and you keep yourself there. So you need to take step by step to clear it out. And you also have to look at yourself, is this every 8 years, if it's repeating itself, if this is repeating itself, is there is a pattern in it, why things happening. Most of the time it has to do with Saturn's return. And and every 8 years Saturn's return is coming in to test you on your progress, and to test you, this is going to happen again. Do I allow it again, or do I learn from it and move on? And or do I keep on going and making the same mistakes because you're not able to deal with your inner saboteur? You don't recognize your inner saboteur. So it means that you need to learn more about yourself, and the more you learn about yourself, the quicker you can change that energy. As soon as you feel the tower coming in, or it's getting wobbly, you need to shift it for yourself. You need to change things. And if you don't do anything about it, you're repeating an old pattern that's coming back every 8 or maybe sometimes more years, because you don't learn your lessons. So, and it's up to the feminine and the masculine together, how do we deal with these energies? How do we deal with the tower? How do we deal with endings and new beginnings? Do I take it personal, or is it the other person projecting, or is it let it all go, let the projection go, and just see it from a higher view and see that it's a karma that plays out? And do you remember that karma? Do you recognize that karma, what's coming in? Do you recognize that tower? Why do you need to go deep, and why do things end, right? Because you need a new start. That's all. Everything, it's about changing. Everything is changing. Everything, your life, your emotions, and it's changing every 2 minutes, every minute of the day. You can feel different. So I think that was it for the Divine Masculine reading this this week I will offer a card deck today, one of my favorite card decks. If you like and subscribe and you put your name in the description box below, I will take someone out next month to get a free card deck. You know, it's the Serio Manchetti deck, and it's one of my favorites to work with. So if you want to have a deck and you need to subscribe, and you need to put your name in the subscription box, push the like button, and maybe this amazing, beautiful deck is for you. Okay, so it's almost like a little raffle. Okay, so I giving something in. Okay, so put your name on it, and I will see you next time. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. And let the things change for you. Don't fight it, don't resist it. If there is change coming, you know, have an open heart, and yeah, make the new beginnings go, you know, go and search for yourself and go within. Don't skip it. Don't try to skip it, or don't try to delay it, because it will come back to your learn your lesson. Okay, and I see you next time, and all the blessings and all the love. Bye bye.